All right. We are hopping into game three of the round robin portion of the Yoshi's YR24 tournament. In the booth with me, I have LRA Start Fox and Monster Tool. Welcome, guys. Good games. Thanks for starting us off with the 2-0 for your guys' team. What are we looking for in this one?
In this one, well, first off, thanks for having me back. This is kind of like a second home for me. People who don't know, I was a caster all last year. Now I'm playing in the actual tournament. In this one, I am very, very looking forward to the mid lane matchup. And that's, I feel like that's probably
Classic
pretty even
Jet
across the
versus
board.
Fuller
Yeah,
matchup. Yeah.
well, both from the 6-1-2, both just great dudes all around. Honestly, uh, we see the Evelyn band coming out, just a very, very popular champion from Fife out here, and he's just really, really good at playing that character. We see the Volbear ban on the side of DDR getting rid of that Demito because they don't think they can deal with it, which is fair. The Asol ban taking that away from Jet for scaling.
I think a lot of teams came into this with kind of the same ideas in terms of bans here. I think Eve, Heimer, Acel are all going to be a theme against both these teams.
Yeah, for sure. I think so. Taking the Gragas away from Subsonic, he's just so potent on that character. It's a really good player takeaway. And then just taking away the Lux, really safe, far range, pick potential champion. I like that. And I just I don't foresee any of these bans being really any different in most games in today's tournament. We see the Vex coming out, a comfort pick for Jet 612 in the mid lane. He has a lot of experience, a lot of lane, a lot of his presence on team fights with his ultimate is just unbelievable when it comes to these mid to late game team fights. Once you get second rank of that, excited to see that coming out from him.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by the blind Vex first, especially given Fuller plays a lot of. I mean, it makes sense because Fuller plays a lot of sort of those dashing assassin types, but
Mm-hmm.
that does open you up to getting kind of hard counter picked later in the draft.
We see their bot lane being picked instantly. Jinx, Sona. Red Joker is very, very confident and comfortable on the Jinx, and then Sona's a really good. Puts the carry on the pedestal. Also has her ultimate crescendo to help really stifle those dives we're going to try to have on Jinx this game.
Yeah, it's good
We
to
have
see. I was say it's good to see DDR going back to the sort of traditional bot lane comp. I think last game they were trying something different with sort of Swain Nautilus and got a little bit farther away than they wanted to from Red Joker's very solid, consistent farm, position well in ADC type of playstyle. So I really like going back to something staple like Sona Jinx where you're really enabling the ADC to carry.
we see the Renata Glass coming out for the support on the side of guaranteed winners, and that I love that pick. Especially once it comes late game, if Jinx gets just even clipped by that, she's gonna destroy the Sona and anyone else they have in that team fight because they do get up attack speed as well as she's gonna be popping off with that if she gets clipped by it. We see the Kha'Zix coming out for the Fife, which is a very classic pick for him. He plays it extremely well. He has a lot of pressure on it. He's more confident on these assassins, but he also is a very, very intelligent player when it comes to this, getting picks before things go down in the objective front.
Yeah, and I was almost
Zach,
thinking that these would be two teams where they would wait for the jungler pick for last, just to round out their comp to enable, B-Fan or Fife. But I think the
mhm,
Kha'Zix here makes a lot of sense given that GW just picked three sort of immobile squishies. That's
mhm,
really hard to play around Kha'Zix.
yeah, they get rid of Zach on the Demito because he's also very potent on that character. Has a lot of dive, has a lot of disruption in a team fight, and it has a lot of things that can go for it. Anivia banned out for Fuller in the mid lane, which is a great call because he could just sit there, soak waves, kind of like mid laner did last game, and go from there. And the Amumu banned out for Demito as well, really limiting his engage potential, his team fight prowess with those two big ultimates, big disruption. I like that. It's a good look from DDR.
Last band
And
coming in here. Who's it gonna be? They're thinking about it.
the
Fizz.
Fizz pick potential. I like that. That's a good heads up ban, because if you have the Kazakhs and Fizz getting picks before the team fight, as Johnny pointed out, they have 3 squishy characters. One of them's going to eat a Fizz ult, and if you take out one of their squishies, it's going to be fight over essentially. Orianna picked up another great team fight prowess here on Fuller. I think it's pretty good into the Vex, just for the simple fact, no dashes, control mage, able to clear waves back and forth with them very frequently. You have the Shaco
Ooh.
showing for Demito. That'd be
Shaco
insane
would
on
be
here.
No
Shaco is a
way.
spicy pick.
We love to see it. He's gonna try to just cheese out and get the Jinx, get the Sona, get the kills that he can, and limit their really team fight potential. I like
Yeah, and
that.
this is a great response to the Kazakhs because Shaco's has a little more assassination ability in the early game.
Mhm.
So he does have an opportunity to get really rolling against the Kazakhs with squishy people like Sona, Jinx, Orianna as targets.
And then they have the only frontline they will ever need, Cassante. I absolutely love this team comp. I'm a little concerned with the Shaco. If he doesn't get ahead early, he's going to have to wait for about 25 minutes when he has 3 items to really be impactful. But with the teams that I see coming up now, it's going to be really based on vision control. I think at least down on the bot side, because you see a Shaco coming against a Jinx or a Sona, it's bad. It's bad.
This Shaco pick
But
was definitely. I've never seen Tomato play Shaco, so he was keeping this top secret and breaking it out on game day. You love to see that.
Oh yeah, we were all trying to do some match history scouting on Dumito, but after he plays the entire roster in 2 months, there's not too much you can pull from that.
you can't.
But
The Cassante into the top side Garen. I think it's going to be a wash on that lane. If not, Garen's going to be able to maybe get a kill if Cassante goes all out. Because with the Cassante going all out, he does lose health and resistances, and once that happens, you can get the Demacian Justice and kind of execute him there.
yeah,
But I really like the team comp from DDR at this point. The Kazakhs jumps in with a ball from Orianna, soaks them all up, and it's gonna be a lot of burst damage coming out, and nothing you can really do about it
Yeah,
at
it's a
that
pretty
point in time.
traditional comp too.
Hmm.
yeah, it's very cohesive. Not a lot of dive buddy potential alongside the Kazakhs though, so he will have to be careful. But I don't know. Given the 2 team comps we see here in draft, what do you think the kind of keys to success are for both teams? Given that drafts kind of went 2 different directions here.
I think what DDR wants to do is in this bot lane, they want to sit their wave in front of their tower and soak as much as they can. And then top side, I want to see a lot of Kazakhs Garen presence up there with vision control over that top side river, just for the simple fact of with Shaco coming in and it being a possibility of that going that way. I think mid lane just going to be a farm fest until at least about 6, unless Shaco does some cheesy level 2, level 3 gank mid lane to force Orianna back and then have him go TP back, and our Vex will have TP advantage.
Yeah, I think one thing I really would have liked to see, I know they saved Shaco for kind of later in the draft, but to see a little more sort of strong early game champions to combine with the Shaco. Because right now, if he tries to level gank or level 2 gank kind of any of the lanes, the only real like helpful CC they have is Renata kind of Q. And
Hmm.
starting Q is a little awkward on Renata, so I think Dimito will have to make some creative plays to kind of get the ball rolling in the early game.
And that's not out of the realm for Demito.
Oh yeah.
He has one. He's one to be known to make things happen, to see things that most people can't see. His vision of the entire map and his playmaking potential is really not seen of very often, especially in the people I play against, and silver and gold. Uh, I believe that he's going to have a very strong presence. I believe they're going to be very scared of him. I'm just more. This bot lane is so explosive with the MF Renata ulti. If they can link up and have a magical moment, it's going to be beautiful. The team of guaranteed winners is going to have an absolute ball in that point in time. But I think this does pivot a lot on the Renata Glask doing something. It's a very hard champion to pilot, but we've known Jin and Juice to be pilot. Have his license to fly. So I don't think that he's gonna have too much of an issue. As well as when the Kazakhs jumps on, if Renata just immediately ultis, he's not going to be able to do anything. I don't. I don't foresee that because I foresee Misfortune and Renata just being battle buddies pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, and he'll need to have the quick reactions on the W's to save whoever Kha'Zix is trying to assassinate. But they do have all the tools to deal with the Kha'Zix. They do have the tools to be successful in lane versus Sona Jinx. So yeah, it'll be really nice to see how kind of the bot lanes match up because there is 2 assassin junglers on the map, so it could be an explosive early game here.
And I do think that in this bot lane, not having the heal on Jinx is a little bit detrimental in the early game. I would have at least gone cleanse for the Renata handshake, the Shaco fear, the ignite, stuff like that. Maybe even the exhaust. But later on in the game, when she's able to fully stretch her legs, maybe get excited with Ghost, good luck catching her and good luck trying to survive her.
Yeah, one reset on either team, whether it's Vex or Jinx, could decide the fight. In all honesty, there's enough damage from either of those champs to make the difference here. What do you want to see out of kind of the top lane jungle matchup early here? I mean, I feel Garen and Cassante aren't the most helpful champs early on if you're the jungler ganking, but it might be easier to gank top or mid than bot lane.
I believe that in this top side, yet again, it's going to be kind of a less user-friendly way to watch the game. But I think that if we have the Cassante literally holding his wave in front of his tower, which I believe Subsonic is fully capable of doing, we will have a great time with the repeated Shaco ganks up there, and they could probably get this Garen pretty far behind. I know Garen only really scales with levels. Got a quick little early level 1 here.
Huge for the Cassante.
Q auto from the Cassante, really trying to just show a little bit of dominance. They're getting a ward up on the red buff, or they're getting a ward on golems.
Yeah, I would
to try and scout out.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred to see the ward on Raptors or red buff because those are the 2 usual one camp ganks that Shaker would do. But it's always good to have any idea where Kha'Zix or Shaco are early game for both teams.
Great play from Fuller here. He catches all farm. He doesn't get feared there, gets the electrocute proc off, but he's keeping his ball in a good position. Good trade from Ski Bum here. Mike Wilwin doing a great auto reset with the double tap on Misfortune, kind of really popping off.
And as we get too far into this game, important to note both these teams are 0-1, so whoever loses is kind of destined for that 3rd place game tomorrow. So I think that we're gonna have to really lock in, and this is kind of playing for pride at this point. So hopefully that has some influence on how this game goes.
Yeah, and
Sonic just get quick gank down bot side. Keep him having to flash. You have to blow the exhaust. Get the first blood on the Mike Wilwin, the Misfortune. Great gank path from Demito, really utilizing Shaco's.
Yeah, this early game is really coming together for guaranteed winners here. I think Shaco making an impact before Kha'Zix is huge. Sona not having flash is huge. And then he can just run mid like he is right now, and I think Fuller plays aggressive enough that he might take the trade.
You see just trading health bars back and forth, 2 beefy boys in the top side. There's going to be a lot of action, a lot of panning up there, but I don't think there could be much going on when it comes to the fact of kills and deaths here. They're just so tanky, and pre 6 they're not going to be able to really do anything.
Yeah, I'd like to see Subsonic crash the wave here and then reset before Kha'Zix can get off of golems and come top. Because right now there's no vision top, he's pushed up, he knows his jungler just made a play bot, so it's the only place Kha'Zix could be.
I think just Cassante gets out here, he goes and he's gone. Oh wow, that burst damage coming out from Empowered Q for being isolated is pretty massive. Sonic's gonna go back here, get some more gold. Fuller's keeping up in farm. Vex does have better wave clear early than Orianna. Good trade from Fuller. The Vex early wave clear is just so repressive that she can EQ the whole... Getting the flash out. Free kill in the mid lane. Great play from Fight going from top to bot. Well, he noticed that Scuttle Crab was gone. Went top to bot. Got a kill. Blew the flash. Now they have to blow the TP from the Vex. Fife is just playing as we know Fife to do.
Yeah, that was a great response to the kind of early tempo that Shaco had. So now it's sort of back to square one between the 2 teams, and someone's going to have to try and find an edge through their jungler.
Gold's about even everywhere on the map. Nothing too crazy. You got a level. Oh wow! Great trade. Let him sit in the minions. Let him do that. I really showing some proficiency on this Cassante.
Yeah, John's getting so many grass procs top lane. Eventually, those start adding up to be pretty scary. As Garen the Conqueror. But see another fight bot with Fife ganking for the 3rd time.
The Misfortune does not have flash here. When you see Zap come out, slowed, heal burned.
Oh,
barely gets out. Wow. Sub 50 HP on the Misfortune getting out. That's how we drink our potions, folks. We drink our potions because it saves our life.
Yeah, that was a massive escape from the MF because Jinx won't have time right now to crash the wave under turret, so he'll get back into lane without really missing anything. Which is
they respawn with
important.
grubs.
Yeah, both of these junglers, I think they both had a really clear game plan coming into this game, and it's really showing in the way they're pathing around the map right now. Like everything seems very intentional. Impacted all 3 lanes at this point. Yeah, so we'll see what happens as we kind of move into mid game and see what the first items people complete are.
Do you think this Kha'Zix is gonna go for this first dragon, being that Dicko cleared the first scrubs, or how do you think they're gonna approach this portion of the game?
I'm not 100% certain. I would hope he would, but then again, they don't have, if you look, it's pretty barren on vision control over that area, so they don't really know. And with Vex being 6, you can kind of fly in. They don't know where Shaco's coming from, so it's actually extremely scary to take one of these objectives with the range and with the unknowns they have on their...
Notably, Shaco has not spent any gold either.
Yeah, I was looking at that. So if Kha'Zix is up a whole Derek on Shaco right now, so this 2v2 might not go the way they want.
Shaco doesn't have flash. Good burst.
Great fear from Jet.
Kill Jet again, and I think this is where he goes for Dragon. We use Rocket Form, push in bot side, and we go for Dragon on the side of DDR.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that was just that, simply the item difference there. You know, Kha'Zix is able to provide the burst to back up his mid laner CC, whereas even though Jet got a good fear, you know, there wasn't a lot of follow-up there.
Good trade spot, getting him under tower. Oh wow, he's gonna have to blow a flash here. I'm pretty confident.
Garen, you know, I think Red Sheik knows that with Garen, you just hit W and you get out of most situations. But
he has to keep going. He flashes there, on the top side of the map. Demito still has not back. I think he's gonna do this full clear, hopefully back. He's got to have at least 1,500 gold, 1,800 gold sitting in his pocket.
Yeah, I know we've been talking a lot about sort of the jungle and the bot lane here, but what does success look like for either of these top laners, kind of given the matchup?
Just like it is right now. We want a farm difference on Cassante. We want this wave sitting exactly right here where it is. So you can't get ganked by the Kha'Zix. Your Shaco can come in. This is all we want to see from him.
Alright, Dimidu completed his first back, got Tiamat off the rip. It'll help you clear jungle a lot faster, path into ganks a lot faster. Likely turning into the lethality Tiamat item, but we will need a few more kills from Shaco to really get him online, I think, versus this DDR team.
They're starting up Dragon here, uncontested. Tomato's looking topside. No flash on the Garen. No all out for Kha'Zix either. Pink ward, get it done. Good instinct really from Sheik, because you saw he was moving back even before that was happening. Quick dragon pickup, that'll help out on the side of DDR for just the bursting. It doesn't give too much at the beginning, but it's still better than nothing.
Oh, Red Sheik goes for the somewhat greedy pink ward clear, but he managed to escape. And then look at Fife's pathing the whole time, right? As soon as they saw Dimidu top lane, he's in the bot jungle looking for camps to take.
Yeah. They're still messing around with Jack topside. He's gonna have to utilize his W here or something. And This
Yeah,
is what I was talking about. You keep that wave right in front of your tower, and it just gives so much leniency towards this top laner.
yeah, but Garen overall is doing a good job of weak siding at the moment. Right, he's wasting a lot of jungle time. You know, even though he had to blow his flash, it was a trade for an ult. So overall they're not conceding too much, despite the wave being in a good spot for Cassandra.
MF's out of mana here, by the way.
Yeah, that handshake would have been that handshake would have been beautiful, but for an ultimate. What we really need to see from the side of DDR is have Kha'Zix come up here and help shove this wave in all the way to tower. Like, he is just back up top side, pitching a 10. We got 25 CS lead on the Cassante, and that wave is not going anywhere. All out is back up for Subsonic. Night blown.
Mid laners are just rotating as well.
This turn into grubs. All out probably gonna go down.
Ooh, the Garen ult did not have time to come out, but do they get a return kill?
They do get a return kill. That's beautiful. Vex does have ultimate here to try and come in. Jinx Rocket! Rocket misses. Reading him like a book.
Oh,
Oh,
so
very close. If the ball would have passed through the Shaco, then it's 2 sets of damage, and then used this W, that would have killed the Shaco.
Yeah, and I really like DDR Fuller having the discipline to not try and flash out of that. There's a lot that can go wrong when trying to flash out of a Shaco under turret. So I think it's more important to hold on to your flashes, Orianna, and either escape a gank later in the game or have a more successful team fight with that option available.
Fear misses there from the back. Doesn't matter, it looks like. It might just... Ooh.
Big damage coming out from Fuller. Ghost blown from the Cassante. We just back off here. That was a little bit aggressive on the side of Garen.
Yeah, I think if Garen had ult there, that looks a little different, but it did get cancelled sort of mid-animation last fight. So it was not up for that skirmish where it would have definitely made the difference versus this Cassante, who now has the first completed item in the game, and it's going to be very hard to kill him with Garen, Kha'Zix, or Jinx.
This huge wave being lost is also just terrible for the side of the Garen, who's kind of now he's gonna have to ball on a budget at this point in time.
Bot lane just trading some classic vision battles. Both teams have great vision coverage at this point. It's even for Shaco and Kha'Zix, it'll be hard to sort of make their way in, but at the same time, Five can still show up and help clear once the sweepers are full down.
Using double sweeper here, which is a little rough. Mito is shadowing this side. He's almost got his lethality Hydra item complete. I think this game is going in more favor of the side of DDR or trading out here. Ulti, flash blown. Mito coming in bot side.
Oh,
beautiful!
My.
Hostile takeover goes well. We missed the crescendo. Handshake goes out on DDR. Red Joker. Wow. Gank's top side. Ganking his own lane, it looks like.
That was a great play from former championship winning support, Jin and Juice, remember, to walk into the brush for the surprise Renata ult, which interrupted everything that Jinx and Sona were trying to do that fight.
Well, that hostile takeover was absolutely beautiful. I love to see it. Renata's not a champion we see very often in our games. But seeing the fact that now that Mike Wilwin on this Misfortune has 2 kills, he's up in some gold. We do have the factor of still Jinx late game scaling versus Fortune late game scaling. But we see the Kha'Zix trying to essentially do what Kha'Zix does. He's trying to hard carry as Fife always tries to do. And I'm really excited to see where this comes up to if we have 2 items on everybody and when everything. Yum moves first, is just item on Kha'Zix, help get him a little bit of movement speed while he's invisible during his ultimate. Farm numbers are pretty even across the board. Red Sheik really coming back from that disparity. He was down about 50 farm, but he collected that big wave topside. And Jin and Juice taking a big bit of damage from that isolated Q on Fife. Fife just gets another free kill.
Yeah, good
So Sonic trying to dive
alive.
topside.
Yeah, good discipline by Jin and Juice to hold Flash and Exhaust there. You don't want to throw away those summons needlessly on Renata. So I think conceding that, he was a bit out of position there is good. But they should also focus this dive on Michael Win as well.
TP coming in. And it's just in time.
Oh, shutdown on Fife.
Got the reset.
Huge shutdown.
No way.
Wow, big play from Jet. Oh, the crescendo comes out just in time. Wait, DDR Red Joker's now excited. He's got lethal tempo going, getting yanked mid lane. Puller's dead from them.
What is happening?
Bullet time.
Oh my gosh, bullet time coming in. No Jinx rocket available. Wow.
Meanwhile, despite action happening all over the map, top lane just trading grass procs, having a grand old time.
Crescendo coming in just in time to help save against impending doom. Red Joker doing what Red Joker does on Jinx, getting lethal tempo proc, getting his Kraken Slayer rolling, and he's just getting a lot of DPS out. If he had Ghost there, I'm fairly confident that was a 3 or 4. I think that one goes really bad for the guaranteed winners.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it was a kind of alt cooldown situation bot lane, because I think DDR had the right idea to dive the MF. It just looked like they weren't quite on the same page with how to time that, because Fife sort of went in and started immediately tanking turret, which allowed Jet to sort of counter TP and make a big play there.
Oh, great Shaco ult.
Great pick.
Fife guesses correctly.
No, Fife always knows. There's no fooling.
He knows all. And now we see that the Kasante's got more items and has a little bit more golden tankiness. He just letting it hang. Goes all out here, gets him across. Flash just available. Uses Flash on pretty much cooldown.
Action-packed game so far, huh?
We love to see it. These first 2 games were kind of a snooze fest, and now we have some actual gameplay going on. I love to see it.
Yeah, that Soggy Bottom team, they're pretty boring to watch, so glad we
I would say so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it really shows that a lot of the tempo in the game comes from, your jungler and how they like to play, right?
Oh my
Soggy
gosh.
Bottom.
Oh my gosh. Red Joker just playing it perfectly.
They got the dive on MF too.
Realize to do that mega death rocket. We have Jet coming out, does good fear on the Kazakhs. We have MF kind of on up Hoops Creek without paddle, pushing Waven, already heals. But I think Jet just gets out here and let the kill go through. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get a 2-fer here. Kill the tower, get to Mike Willman. He does not expend Flasher. That's a smart heads up play by him. We see Demito going on the other side of the map, getting the Rift Herald. We have Subsonic pushing the Waven against the Garen, which is good by him. Garen getting the Tiamat, which 1 builds into Stridebreaker. It's a huge item spike on our Garen, and 2, it helps him with the wave clear against the Kasante, because all he needs to do is not get... He's trying to stabilize at this point in time.
Notably that Jinx got the 300 gold shutdown on MF, so Jinx is pretty scary at this point in the game.
And she will only continue to get scarier, because once she gets that rapid fire cannon, she's building towards him, as well as the 2nd and 3rd crit items after that. These fight times are going to be a lot shorter, and you're going to have to dive her a lot harder. I would like to see some, what the heck is it called?
Oh, where's he going in the Herald, though?
He got his AirPods in!
High IQ
Utilizing it in
rotation.
mid lane?
That's a quick rotation right there.
Incredible macro play from Demito in the Herald.
We got Dragon coming up in 20 also here.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to note that guaranteed winners could concede this if they feel they don't have a good angle on it. There are 2 dragons to give. But the more Infernal Souls you're giving the Kazakhs, it's going to be a real scary
Good dodge by Kha'Zix. Leaps out of there. I don't think they want a 50-50 unless they get a pink ward in the pit and be able to see this guy. Sonic does join here. Jack is taking top side pretty well right now. I think we kill that clone. Hostile takeover comes through. Goes long for Jinx. Vito's on the back line. Oh my gosh, the big 4-man ulti from the Orianna.
Oh, Jinx ult hits the Shaco clone. That avoided a quadra kill. But good kiting from DDR. After Guaranteed Winners had to use the Renata ult just to get into River, it's really hard to create a lot of follow-up once that Glutt's on cooldown. So I think the idea was good, they just didn't have quite enough damage to follow up.
I don't think so either. And I just want to point out on that fight as well, Red Joker on the Jinx having beautiful spacing, using its Ghost, utilizing rockets over the wall with lethal tempo to get damage down where he didn't need to. Fuller obviously had a beautiful power word kill in the fact that he got 3 people done. He's taking some damage here. If Mike Willen doesn't check his gangster here, he's gonna die too. We have Vito coming up. He's gonna. Wow. Okay. Get slowed.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. This is the Kha'Zix we don't like seeing. At least in my games. Kha'Zix is ahead 7 kills, 2.5 items, all lethality, and it's just all bad when it comes to the side of Guaranteed Winners.
Yeah, I think we're going to need to see Guaranteed Winners take some creative angles on fights with the Cassante to kind of get in the backline and disrupt, and just simply buy more time for, you know, the Vex and MF to get a proper setup in fights. Because right now, kind of going head-on as Cassante alone, it's really, really hard against all the kind of zone control and poke coming out of Kha'Zix, Sona, and Orianna at this point in the game.
Shockwave coming out from Orianna just is so much burst damage that most people don't expect. He's building towards that Leandries to help cut down Cassante, who's only built armor at this point. Which, fair enough, they got the Kha'Zix and the Jinx, but you gotta be careful of this Orianna pushing some damage out. I think this. Oh wow!
Sun all over the wall. Great pick. Great pick on the Shaco. They could. DDR could maybe angle Baron, but
Fuller's just 1v2ing bot side. This looks like a solo kill to me. Good flash from Red Shake. Always just having it up in time.
Got him.
Fuller putting so much unbelievable pressure down here on the bot side. Mike Willen, you gotta step back. You gotta step back. Oh my gosh, just the Cassante difference. Full burst, using his W to negate that damage. I think he does 80% less in all out form.
Not even a 7-kill Kha'Zix can fight a 2-item Cassante. So GW is really going to have to play through that top lane and have John create space and maybe a pick in fights to have a chance here.
Leandries is complete for the Orianna, so we'll be able to do a little bit of damage towards that Cassante. But Cassante looks like he's building, I'm assuming, towards a Jack Show to help raise up his defenses in his longer extended team fights. But, you know, it's still Kha'Zix no flash. It's going to be so incredibly difficult to try and kill this Cassante unless we have our mid lane Orianna there.
Yeah, how do you see GW creating the picks they need before kind of this 4th dragon coming through, so that they have an advantage coming into that fight? Because otherwise, DDR just might be able to brute force it if there's no picks beforehand.
I think Unga Bunga, let the Kha'Zix do its thing. Like right here, blow his Knight's Vow, or whatever the heck that item is. Blow his shield so he can't do anything. Edge of Night. Knight's Vow is a support item. I think that's support. But I don't. This is just an instant pick right here.
Yeah, fortunately, only objective up on the map is Baron, which DDR could start thinking about with a Jinx. No.
Now it's Baron
2
time.
picks.
Potentially.
Ding, ding, ding. There goes my ring, ring, ring. It's Baron time, boys. Mike Willen's in a tricky spot here. He does have flash and heal up, so it's pretty scary for them to try to do anything. Wow, Shockwave getting a ton of damage down. Heal coming out from Mike Willen and flash as well. get this tower down, then I think we look towards Baron side. Red Joker going up and letting his damage do the talking at this point in time. He's so far ahead, has so much gold in his pocket. I think they just sit up here, maybe for another pick. The Kazakhs classic, sitting in a bush with a pink ward, waiting for one unsuspecting poor soul to come up.
They're going as a team, but this Kazakhs could probably pick anyone right at this point, so... Uh-oh!
Yeah. Uh-oh, Stinky! Goes back towards his team to the safety. Demito is a quarter health. Exhaust going out.
Something got stuck on the traps.
Massive!
Oh my, hostile takeover doing an absolute boat ton of work. We did not catch the Jinx in that, though, which is unfortunate. And then the... I don't know what... The Misfortune ulti coming down on top of it is a ton of damage, but seeing as Misfortune is not lethality at this point, it doesn't have as much punch as it would if she was full lethality.
Yeah, and that was, again, a really good example of, you know, it's very hard to find the right angles on K'Sante into this team. They just have so much AoE, you know, kind of slow and traps and zone control. And you don't have a dive buddy because you have a Shaco jungle. So I think DDR is really playing to their team comp strength well in this game.
They're playing through bot side. Fuller's... I want to just point out how well just the solo laners are playing from this side. They have a little bit of disadvantage with the top side being as far behind as he is. And they're doing all right. Good Baron call from him. Everyone should recall, spend their gold. Pockets are lined. And they can't do anything else but just go back and spend their gold. That should be IE complete with the Jinx. And that's going to be a scary... Oh, Jinx did not be able to complete that. They have a little bit of reprieve. But what I'd like to see from the side of DDR to keep this momentum going, I know they are ahead 9,000 gold, which is just almost unsurmountable at this point, especially with having Shaco. It does not scale as well. I think DDR needs to push her vision line forward on that bot side and just utilize the Baron-empowered minions to force down towers. This might just be a pick on Jin and Juice. That's the one scary part about Renata, is that she is very squishy. If you're going out on solo vision extravaganzas, you're very likely to get picked from a 7-kill Kazakhs.
Yeah, and here we see a clean 1-3-1 coming through with Baron on the side of DDR. We have Baron, you know, pushing top unopposed, and you know, GW needs their whole team to just, you know, even try and hold mid tower at this point.
Fuller right now is putting pressure on the bot side. Vex has to go down. Vex is in range with her ultimate to join a mid fight, and Vex is no longer in range.
Damage.
Goodbye.
This is why we banned Kazakhs. Oh, one-shots the Misfortune, no flash up, and that's just the fun of playing Orianna. You can one-shot somebody from 2 screens away. One inhib down, another tower coming down. DDR playing is almost picture perfectly.
Gotta imagine this is the game. With the Baron.
You have to admit. Baron empowered, I think we go for the safe play of taking this top tower. I think we get all 3 inhibs back, spend gold one more time, and go from there. Red Sheik is just still so tanky. We kill Subsonic, which is beautiful. Keiko gets killed. Vex going in to make a hero play. The healing coming out from Sona is just hard to deal with. Keiko's done. Mike Willen almost just dies with his ult. That's just a great game coming out from the DDR.
Yeah, extremely clean win. Extremely well set up draft. I think they all played their role to perfection there. Really after both junglers made their early game plays, it was in a very hard place for guaranteed winners to make that comeback.
Yeah, I just want to point out as well, Red Joker going 7-0-7 in the bot side of the map, not giving up his shutdown, and really just pumping out the damage. I think he played that extremely well.